Hey everyone, this is Pastor Jerry with our devotion for today, and we're going to find our scripture in Matthew chapter 26, beginning in verse 17 through verse 29. And beginning in verse 17, we'll get right to it. It says, "On the first day of the festival of unleavened bread, the disciples came to Jesus and asked, 'Where do you want us to prepare the Passover meal for you?' As you go into the city," he told them, "you will see a certain man. Tell him, the teacher says, 'My time has come, and I will eat the Passover meal with my disciples at your house.' So the disciples did as Jesus told them and prepared the Passover meal there." Now, and I'll continue reading the scripture in just a moment, but I want to look at catch the first part of that. The disciples came to ask Jesus, "Where do you want us to prepare the Passover meal for you?" And then it says very clearly that the disciples did as Jesus told them and prepared the Passover meal there. And the importance of that is this: the Passover is a time of celebration for the Jewish, for the Israelites, because of their deliverance from Egypt, because what God did. If you remember when He killed the firstborn, that they were to prepare a lamb, and they were to put the blood on the doorpost, above the doorpost, and then they were to gather together and eat the lamb, be packed and ready to go, because they were going to be delivered from all those 400 plus years of bondage in Egypt. And the key to that is we need to make preparation also. We need to make preparation to meet the Lord. And we do that by, I'm going to continue now, dropping all the way down to verse 26. It says this: "As they were eating, Jesus took some bread and blessed it. Then He broke it into pieces and gave it to the disciples, saying, 'Take this and eat it, for this is my body.' And He took the cup of wine and gave thanks to God for it. And He gave it to them and said, 'Each of you drink from it, for this is my blood, which confirms the covenant between God and His people. It is poured out as a sacrifice to forgive the sins of many. Mark my word, I will not drink wine until the day I drink it anew with you in my Father's kingdom.'" And so we make preparation of it by taking, in quote unquote, as the scripture says, eating of this body, partaking of what Christ did for us on the cross. We make preparation by accepting Christ. We make preparation by receiving His atonement, and we make preparation by submitting ourselves and partaking of that wondrous grace that He offers us. And we submit ourselves and we prepare to meet Christ by asking Him to come and rule in our lives. And we do that each time as He set forth what we call the Lord's Supper here, that each time we come together and have communion, or the Lord's Supper, it is a time of separation, but it also should be a time of reflection. It should be a time of self-examination. Where am I right now in my relationship with the Lord? So each time we come together, it is this time of celebration, it is a time of thanksgiving, but it also should be a time of preparation. It should be a time of worship for all the things, for His broken body and for His shed blood. It should be a time of okay, Lord, this is where I'm at. It's not just something I do because it's part of what we do at the church, but each time we come together in celebration, it's also a time of saying, Lord, I need to look at my life right now. I need to make sure I'm prepared to receive the communion, but also, more importantly, I'm prepared to meet you when that time comes. And as the church comes together and we celebrate, it's set forth in the book of Acts. The church came together, and it was a unifying experience, sharing and rejoicing together in what the Lord has done. It was a reverence of celebration, but it also should create this longing in our lives. So it should create this longing in our hearts, because in verse 29 it says, "Mark my word, I will not drink wine again until the day I drink it anew with you in my Father's kingdom." So it should create that coming together, that realizing that one day we will come together and celebrate with Christ all that He's done for us. We'll celebrate His death, His burial, His resurrection. We'll celebrate His deliverance from us, from our bondage of sin. And so the key to the whole scripture there is, am I prepared? Have I made preparation? Am I ready to meet the Lord?